Namo Buddhaya. Welcome to the new topic. Today I would like to talk about a responsible members of communities. In Vietnamese we say người có trách nhiệm với cộng đồng. As all you know, Buddhism, we don't encourage our Buddhist devotees to live based on the terms of words, likes or dislikes. But we was taught to live our life based on our responsibilities. And a responsible members of communities is also mean the same statement, the contributors to good government. As the citizens who contribute to bringing about good administrations, especially in democracies or in the Dharma practice, should know and abide by the following principle. First of all, for a session, we should understand the three kinds of supremacies, Adhipateyas, in the Pali terms as follows. Number one, Adhipateyas, mean supremacies of oneself. We should put our prime importance on one's own self, position, reputations, or status, and act in views of oneself in what relates to oneself on the wholesome side. It means abandoning evil actions and cultivating the good out of the sense of self-respect. So, for number one, it also have the good sides. That is, we have a responsibility to reduce our bad actions and cultivate our good one. Number two, Lokatipateya means supremacy of the world. It also means putting the prince importance on worldly value, wavering in face of criticisms and praise, operating on the basis of what pleased the group, seeking popularities or fearing censures on the wholesome side. It's also referred to avoiding evil actions and cultivating the good indifference to the opinions of the communities. The last one in the supremacy is Dharma. That is number 3, Dharma Tipataya. It means supremacies of the Dharmas. We should put our firm importance on principle, truth, righteousness, virtue, and reason, and offer it on the basis of what have been learned and verifies again the fact. Acts on views that have been extensively and clearly investigated and considered to the best of one wisdom and integrated to be righteous and for the sake of goodness on a general level. It also means acts out of respect for established principle, law, rule, and regulation. Bearing these 3 kinds of supremacies in mind, a responsible member of a commune state should adhere to the last of the 3, namely the supremacies of the Dharma. B. Participating in communities in the public is relating to PA, that is a public administration scale. Participating in government by participating in accordance with the principle for collective responsibilities, which have prevent declines and leads only to prosperity, known as the 7 Aparihaniya Dhamma. The spiritual leaders, as most venerable monk and the abbots of some Theravada temple in USA, they also apply the principles of Aparihaniya Dhamma into their administration. So what are they? Number 1, meeting offense and rituals. Rituals conference on communities' affairs and projects, which are to be shouldered by each person according to the level. Number 2, meeting together. These persons together and doing together what need to be done together. And number 3, neither instituting laws and regulations not communally agree often simply out of convenience or personal preference, nor denying gradings or abolishing things already instituted, upholding the main provisions established as the Constitution. Number 4, honoring and respecting the elders' law in giving way to their words. Number 5, honoring and respecting the women folk, protecting them from abuse and ill treatment. Number 6, honoring and revering the streams, holy fleets, and national monument, which are the memorable arousing virtues and centers of community spirits, not neglecting to honor the ceremonies required for those places and dictated by tradition. And the last one, number 7, organizing rightful protections, supports, and sanctuaries to monks and priests who maintain pure moral conduct and who serve as spiritual refuge and moral example for the people, gladly receiving them and wishing for their comforts. For the commune leaders, it may refer to the state leaders. And for the Buddha term is also relating to the king or administrators. For the laws of the lands or who have the duty to take care and protect the borders of lands and provide their people the independence, happiness, and prosperity, and also inner peace. Okay, we call the state leaders or ruler bee. Okay, here for the laws of the land, the state leaders or ruler be he and emperors, king or administrators. In general, there are the following qualities and principles of conduct. A. Being endowed with the 10 regal qualities. To have the 10 qualities of a righteous rulers or king. Raja Dharma. Number 1, Dana, sharing with the populace. He is a benefactor in what he rules or work to give, not to take. He devotes himself to administering service and providing welfare and aids for the people who ensure their well-being, convenience, and safety. He renders assistance to those in distress and difficulties and supports those who have done well. Number 2, Sila, maintaining good conduct. He is impeccable in conduct and restrains in action and speech. He does only good actions and upholds his honor. He sets an example for the people, commands their respect, and is free from any cause for contempt. Number 3, Parijaka, working selflessly. He is capable of sacrificing personal comforts, even his own life, for the benefits of the people and the peace and stability of countries. Number 4, Achava, working honestly. He is honest and upholds the truth. He is free of conceit and upright in his dealings. He is sincere and does not deceive the people. Number 5, Mattava. Deporting himself with gentleness and congenialities. His bearing is not arrogant, rude, harsh, or conceited. He has nobilities and dignities that are based on the polite and gentle manner, inspiring devotions and royalty, but not without out. 6. Tapa, rejecting indulgence through austerities. He destroys defilement and cravings and does not allow them to control his mind. He can restrain his mind and does not allow it to become loose in sensual pleasures and debaucheries. He is simple and regular in life, in lifestyles, and dedicated to the fulfillment of duties. Number 7, Agota, adhering to reason, not anxious. He is not given to fiery outbursts and does not make judgment or act out of anxious, but had a heart of goodwill, suppressing anxious. He judges and acts righteously with a mind that is studious and calm. Next. Number 8, Avihimsa, bringing tranquility through non-violence. He does not let his power go to his head and use it to repress his subject. He is kind. He does not find a pretext for punishing a subject out of vindictiveness and hatred. Number 9, Khanti, overcoming difficulties with patience. He endures a heavy workload and perseveres in face of tiredness. No matter how difficult or depressing the work may be, he does not give in. No matter how much he is provoked or ridiculed or with whatever harsh or oppressive work, he does not despair. He refuses to abandon a task that is rightfully done. Number 10 is the last one, Avirotana, not doing that which strays from righteousness. He does not transgress the principles of public administration that are based on the welfare, happiness, and righteousness of the people and the country. He does not oppose what the people rightfully decides. He does not stand in the way of those activities which are for the common good. He established himself firmly in righteousness, steadfast and unwavering in the face of pleasant and unpleasant words, gain and loss, desirable and undesirable conditions. He is firmly established in righteous principles and does not deviate from subverse dambles in judicial terms, namely the administrations of justice, and in regulatory terms, namely the observations of regulation, formalities and administrative principles, including good custom and tradition. For the B section, performing the duties of a universal emperor, he reformed the 5 duties of a supreme ruler called the Chakravati Vata. Number 1, Dhamma Tipateya, holding the Dharma supreme. He adhered the truth. He adhered to truth, righteousness, goodness, reason, principles, and rightful rule and regulations as standard. He respects, upholds, favors, and establishes himself in righteousness and practice accordingly. 2. Dhammika Rakha, providing righteous protection. He provides fair protection to all group of people in the lands, in the local place. For example, the royal holders, the militaries, administrative officials, civil servants, economists, and peoples of various occupations, such as merchants and farmers, country people, and inhabitants of the border province, monks and priests who uphold moral conducts, and even beasts, the birds requiring conversation. Number 3, Ma Athammakara, prohibiting unrighteous actions. His arranged preventive unrighteous actions, exploitations, oppressions, corruption, or unrest in the right, or unrest to the right in the countries. He encouraged the people to establish themselves firmly in honesties and virtues, and also establish a system that secludes bad peoples and promotes good ones. Number 4, Thananupatthana, distributing resources to the poor. He ensured that there are no poverty-stricken peoples in the land by, for example, arranging that all people have a chance to make an honest living. Number 5, Paripucha, not failing to seek counsel. He seeks advancements in wisdom and virtue by having advisors who are learned and virtuous, who are morally upright and not heedless or self-indulgent, and who can help him to cultivate his wisdom and wholesome, and encourage them to seek knowledge, goodness, and truth. He discussed various problems with them at regular and appropriate time, so that he may examine and improve himself and carry out his duty rightfully, properly, and so as to bring about true welfare and happiness. And next, C-section. C-section, we talk about the affecting the royal benefaction. He supports the people, allowing them to live in unity and harmony. With the four Raja Sankaha Vattu, principle by which a king supports his people. At the Buddha time, we call the highest position, we consider the highest position for administrators as a king. Today we can call in different terms like president, prime minister, or the highest commander, something like that. So, for the four Raja Sankaha include, number one, Sasameta, shrewdness in promoting agriculture. He is skilled in agronomic policies and promotes agricultural activity which brings about bountiful crop yield. Number two, Purisameta, shrewdness in promoting government official. He is clever at making policies for supporting government officials by, for example, encouraging honest and capable officials and providing them with adequate social benefits. And number three, Samma Passa, bonding the people together. Yeah, this is very important. He assists the people with policies that support their livelihood by, for example, providing funds from which the poor may borrow to set themselves up in commerce or start business operations, thereby eliminating and economizing this disparity that is so wide as to cause rift among the people. And the last one, number four, Vajapaya, impressive speech. He knows how to speak clarities and advice. He takes an interest in greeting people of all levels and inquiring about their welfare. His speech is pleasing to the ears, worth listening to, reason, well-founded, and useful. It leads the way to constructive action to solutions of problems, to increase harmony, and to mutual understanding, trust, and respect. The last ones for the spiritual leaders are the leaders by the lens of for the administrators throughout the world. In Session D, avoiding the bias. When an administrator is carrying out his function, he should not allow the four biases or deviations from the righteousness to interfere. You know, when I write my PhD dissertation, I also search for the righteous principle for the leaders to the world, to know that through the world leader, they apply the Dharma teaching to their rulers or not. And then I see, a famous lay leaders in Myanmar, Aung San Suu Kyi. She wrote in her book about her life and her experience in the policies. She remarked that the leader should not let the four biases to interfere in their government. Yes. So I think that the following four bias Dharma is very important to understand and to learn and to avoid it when we have a chance to contribute our communities as leaders. Both in the world is like the leader for any particular countries or a leaders for any particular relations. We try to survive it because this Dharma is not just for any personalities or any religions, but this teaching is for the universal to learn about and to survive is for our happiness, our prosperity, and for our world peace. So, what are they? Number one, Chanta Kati, biased conduct on accounts of life. And number two, Tosa Kati, biased conduct on accounts of this life. Number three, Moha Kati, biased conduct on accounts of delusions or foolishness. And number four, Payakati, biased conduct on accounts of timidities and fears. So try to avoid. Now, we are going to finish, and I just review that this Dharma is very, very important for one who wish to contribute their life, their work as the duties or as the responsibilities for establish, for create the communities that is full of the happiness, prosperity, safety, and peace. And these principles also were classified into two sessions. The session number 1 is for responsible as members, and the second session is for the highest positions, is for the administrators. But we can join together as the good conveners to contribute to complete our responsibilities for our good communities, for our good governments, for our good Buddhist and non-Buddhist communities. And I think that is a little bit long for you to remember, but however, if you wish to search for more detail, you can search for the teachings of the Buddha regarding to build the harmonies, communities, and also the principle regarding to the administrations of the king. We common call as Tassa Ratchapatam, mean that the Dhamma or the teaching for the kings, for the rulers have 10 features, and we can start from the generous one that I speak at the beginnings of our topic. It's about the three great Dhamma. In Bali term we call Atipataya Dhamma, regarding to the greatest of ourselves, the greatest of our world, and the greatest of our mindset. And the Buddhas encourage us to follow the supremacies of the Dhamma, Yeah, because the Dharma, and only the Dharma can provide us the clear wisdom, the direct knowledge, the full understandings, and the complete ability to observe, to know, and to abandon what is we call the holy Dhamma. So our topic today is going off. So with all of you, so stay open on your own, so your own responsibility, and work with your own responsibility, and try to survive, to adjust everything around you by a term of like and dislike. Namo Buddhaya.